They hold signs asking for help and often sleep in parks or under bridges and overpasses.
WDRB's Stefan Johnson explains why the nation's highest court is hearing a case that could impact Kentuckiana's ongoing homeless problem. Stefan?
Well, that case in front of the U.S. Supreme Court could directly impact how Metro Louisville and other cities address the homeless population. Advocates say the solution is housing, not handcuffs.
We were on the street all the way from July up until December.
Robert and Mary Tyre spent several months living on the streets of Louisville.
All summer long, all the way through the fall, we had no other option.
Robert is paralyzed on one side, but has even been arrested for panhandling and other issues.
They threatened him to go with indecent exposure when he rolled off the sidewalk and his pants fell down.
Monday afternoon, the couple attended a rally outside the Mazzoli Federal Building.
Affordable housing now. Affordable housing now. Affordable housing now.
Advocates for the homeless held a rally in opposition to a case in front of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Well, we believe in housing first, and that housing is a human right, and that by putting someone in stable housing, they then have the opportunity to work on any other issues that they have in their lives.
Right now, the High Court is hearing a case in Grants Pass, Oregon, and will decide if ticketing homeless people amounts to cruel and unusual punishment.
We're talking about a population that if they had the money to afford stable housing, they would.
Susan Bucchino is executive director of the Arthur Street Hotel and says criminalizing homelessness is counterproductive.
It creates an ongoing cycle of further instability because when someone goes to jail, they're not getting the treatment. It disrupts any work that they have been doing with providers.
Meanwhile, U.S. Representative Morgan McGarvey was one of several elected officials at the rally.
You voted to send $17 billion more tax dollars for weapons to Israel.
But before he could say a word, McGarvey faced an angry constituent.
I am happy to talk about the need for a ceasefire, which we absolutely need right now. And that is serious and it's compelling. Today, we are going to talk about homelessness in our community, though.
There were 25 tents set up on the grass outside the federal building.
On any given night, 595 Louisvillians have nowhere to sleep but outdoors. So each tent here represents 24 people who are unsheltered on any given night in our city.
And right now, the High Court is expected to have a decision sometime in June. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, hot button issue that'll get a lot of attention nationally and right here in Louisville. Thanks, Stefan.